The unrest and violence in Minneapolis proves an uncomfortable truth. The rabble-rousers, all those fighting with ICE, now have a rioter's veto over a huge amount of American policy. American policy and political discussion is now being decided by a tiny sliver of the population, maybe a few hundred, at most a few thousand people that are in Minneapolis fighting ICE. This is the video. Federal agents are supposed to be focused on their job, finding, deporting rapists, drug dealers, murderers who are here illegally. Instead, their job has become as much about that as it is with fighting far-left radicals, and they're having to do it on their own because the Minneapolis police won't help. And yet, when agents take steps to control the chaos on the ground, they are the ones who get dragged by the court of a public opinion. The rabble-rousers are experts at creating the viral moments, and they have cameras there to film it. CNN's data guru, Harry Enton, spells it out for us.
51% of Americans say that ICE enforcement in cities is making those cities less safe. That includes 59% of Americans who live in cities, compared to just 31% who say that, in fact, ICE enforcement is making U.S. cities more safe. So what we see here is Trump and ICE losing this argument.
If only we could all have as much coffee as Harry does every morning. The public opinion of ICE isn't changing because of some mass groundswell of millions of people taking to the streets the way there was during the civil rights era. No, public opinion is changing because of video like this. And this video is created, the chaos is created by a small number of people fighting with ICE. It's being amplified on social media and played constantly on cable news with no context, all focused on these pictures, never focused on the bad guys that ICE is trying to arrest. So here's some other data. When Donald Trump was elected, the majority of Americans wanted the mass deportation of all illegal immigrants. 52% of Americans supported deporting everybody here illegally. That number goes up 30 or 40 points from here when you say illegal immigrants with criminal records. The problem is America doesn't like seeing how it's done. They don't like seeing the sausage made. The anti-ICE crowd knows that, so they are making it far, far harder than it needs to be for ICE. They're fighting ICE. Those willing to fight ICE and get pepper sprayed are rewriting this conversation. They are not changing hearts and minds about illegal immigration. They are fighting a public relations war about ICE, and it is working. And the optics are worrying even some of Trump's biggest supporters.
One of the real problems is now ICE are villains. And now people are looking at them like murderous military people.
We're starting to get political data in on it, and it's not great. Not great.
Nobody deserves to lose their life in an instance like this. The guy shouldn't have shot the woman.
These are not well-trained law enforcement people in ICE right now. This is tough. This is not the cream of the crop.
ICE has been deporting people for years. Obama was the deporter-in-chief. He deported a record number of illegals. And back then, the agents didn't hide their faces because they didn't have to. They weren't being doxxed. Their families weren't being harassed. Nobody was showing up at their hotels, banging on pots and pans at all hours of the night. Nobody was spray painting their cars. Consider this. In 2016, CNN did a piece, a ride-along with ICE, celebrating ICE. In 2026, CNN is celebrating the rioters confronting ICE.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.